Right, this is just a quick update. This is my repair of the door. Top bit what was rotten. That's been done now. Looks alright. So I think that's all been repaired now. And then when I put the door skin on, make sure it's all fitting. Right, perfect. That's what it should look like once it's all, hang on, it's not sitting. There we go. Let me just get that levelled up. And that's what it should look like once it's all done. All the cutouts are there. And then I've tried my window in the side of here. This window bit at the side, and that fits perfect. Might have just re-shaved that down, but I could file that with a file. But yeah, other than that, it's looking a lot better. It all fits nicely. It's not too bad at all. I'll just turn it over. There we go, it's all turned over. So yeah, it fits pretty well, that does. Pretty flush all round. And that fits in there. Just gonna have to pull that in once I weld it. But yeah, that's that job. So I think that might be done now. Now I don't know what to do with this door. I might just see about cleaning it up now, this frame here, and then get it all in rust treatment, this bit. It don't feel too weak, so I think a good rub down should be alright. But yeah, I'm hoping, let me just put it down, I'm hoping that should do it. If it does, he's on. But yeah, I think that should do it, I do, personally. And I can spot weld that through that, but yeah, that's my version of it. So, what's similar to the one, I know these have got these bits in, but I don't think it's going to make much difference because you're putting that one in then, aren't you? Ah, so that's going to do it. So there you go. Yeah, not bad that, isn't that repair? I think that might be alright personally, but I don't know, it might be. It's worth a go. It saves me buying new doors at 300 and some odd whatever pound they are. So I've got door skins, so I could do them. So I think what I might do now is I've tried my lock on this as well, because I've repaired all this side as well. So yeah, it's all fine, it's all nice and neat. So I think I'm going to go with that personally. I think I'll go with that personally, because once you welded that other door piece onto this, I'll give it more strength, won't it? But yeah, I'm happy with that. I think we might start now getting all this prepped. Might start getting all this like wax oily stuff off here and start getting this prepped ready for the primer work. Because I don't think I've got to do any repairs to this, because I've done loads of repairs to this already. Like you can see, all this has been put in. I might start prepping this and get it ready for paint. Yeah, I think I might do that, and then at least you can get these into oxy primer, these two frames, and if I prep the back of these doors and get them in oxy primer as well, ready. So well, I think we'll concentrate on doing that now, because I'm hoping by next week I can get these in oxy primer, all these bits. If I can get all these bits in oxy primer next week, Monday, Tuesday, I'm hoping Wednesday, Thursday, rub them all back down, get them in green paint. Just the inside I won't do, and the inside of the door. Then this side here I'll do another time once I've got the door back on and it's all been lipped around and seam sealed. Then I paint these green on the outside. I won't do them until the door skin is on, sealed, wrapped around, done. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. I think that should work. But yeah, I'm going to get this white brush down, and that bit of rust in the corner there, get it all treated. But I'll get them clean first because it's a bit oily in places, greasy. So we'll get that done first, and then we'll get them white brush down, rust treat them, get this edge all done as well. So that's where the strip goes. Make sure get these dints out, and then at least then that can be all done and prepped. Because before I put the trim on this, it's like a seal that goes on these. I think this is like the wiper thing for the window. I'm going to make sure I build amber with wax, clear wax on these before I put the strips on, so they be fully thingy. Yeah, we'll get cracking now and get prep work done. Alright, I'm just cleaning up my door frames now, bare metaling. See where it's all gone pitted, all on that ridge. That's what I'm trying to do and rust treat to kill the rust. That's all the bottom lip all welded in, that looks nice. You know, bits of rust like there, needs treating. Little bits up there, just want treating. I'm just trying to bare metal the best I can. All this. I'm bare metaling it all the best I can. In an ideal world, you probably take it to a special place and have it acid dipped and all stripped. But at the end of the day, I can't afford to do all that. So we've got to try and do the best we can on what we've got at home. But yeah, I'm just bare metaling the best I can. Try and get up there now. I'm going to try and get my Dremel out and get right into that corner around there, try and get all that out and rust treat it, and then I'm going to grind this bit down here. There's like a rough bit there, I don't know what that's for. And I'm just prepping my doors, sanding them all down now, roughening them up so I can spray this side of the door with Oxy Primer, so I know that's going to stick really good. The Oxy Primer will, and then I'm going to spray these green inside, and the back of these are going to be done the same when they finished them off. I'm going to spray these with Oxy Primer inside and spray them green, and then when I put them together they'll be bob on then. At least then they've got protection, plus I'm going to put, like I said before, I'm going to put a sealant all the way around before I put the doors together and bend all the skin over. This side I am going to spray the Oxy Primer on this, but I'm going to leave this until I've put the doors all together. I'm not going to spray green, I'm going to do that after. I'm going to literally master tape stuff up, and then I can do this after with the whole door, then when it's all together. But yeah, we're getting there with them. We're just prepping them now. I'm hoping tomorrow, if I can get all this one prepped completely as well, I might hopefully start thinking if I can get the paint on Saturday, get these two in Oxy Primer and the door skins, keep calling them door cards, tell you, I'm losing it, and get these all in. I think hopefully should be on the winning side then. I think that might need a bit of panel beating out there a little bit. I'm trying to straighten up the doors before I put them together, so they'll look a bit more nicer when they're together. They're not going to be mint, but they'll be solid, and that's the main thing. It's like, I don't know, it's like little dints here, stuff like that. You know, you're not going to get them perfect, are you, at the end of the day? Because at the end of the day, they're 50 odd year old doors, aren't they, these door frames? So you basically just do the best you can to what you've got. Like I said, just didn't want to buy new doors at the cost of them. I think they're just stupid money. So I'm hoping this might work out and look alright on the car. If they don't, then well, they don't. I think they will. I think they'll be fine. These are my door hinges. I'm literally just soaking these in petrol at the moment, and just keep dabbing them in and keep shaking them and thinking. I've got loads of dirt out of them. Yeah, I'm really soaking them in petrol. That's just normal petrol, that is what I had out me tank, my old tank, what I've got rid of. I'm just basically soaking them over 4 or 5 days, and then I'm going to take them out, blow them all out with the airline, and I'll use brake cleaner on them as well to get them even more cleaner. And then we'll just oil them then, and then when we put them back in the doors eventually, once the car's painted, I'll put them in some bags then, soaking in oil. And then once the doors are all painted, I can put them on. They should work perfect, they should. Instead of me buying new ones, because they're quite expensive, them are. They are quite dear, so I didn't want to pay out. I didn't want to pay out on that. So that's the cheaper option, just soaking them. I think I've got loads of dirt out of them, and I just keep shaking them. They're a bit minging on this side. I'm gonna might have to tape them all up and see if I can powder coat them, rub them down, powder coat them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on it because I don't want to pull them apart. There's still dirt in this, but yeah, I'm trying to just keep soaking them. And I think once I get the brake cleaner in as well, I think that should even do it even better then. It's got little springs in, like I say, so I'm trying to soak them and get rid of all the grubby over the 50 odd years of grime. My dashboard, it's going to set me back a little bit. I'm going to modify my dashboard. I've decided I'm going to have where the normally you get your pressure gauge and your water temp. What else is the fuel gauge here? I want to put 4 gauges at the top, switches at the bottom, and have me rev and my speedo on this side then as well. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to modify the dash. I'm going to have to cut it. I bought a second-hand dash, another one, cheap. What someone's already hacked away at it. I think I paid about 11 quid for it. I did, because someone's hacked away at it and put a little radio in it. Be honest with you, don't care about that. I'm just going to cut it up to use the dials, the round dials, because I like the inset on them, and I can't do them, so I'm going to weld them in my dash and cut it all up, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I think it'd be fine. Bit of body filler over it then, smooth it over, paint it, hydro dip it in carbon fibre. I think it looks mint. I know it's modifying it, but at the end of the day, the car's not original anyway, is it? I'm modifying it everywhere, so you know what? I was going to put the gauges at the bottom with the radio, but I think the stereo is a bit big because I'm putting a proper screen in it where you can play movies and sat nav and everything on it. So it's going to have a entertainment system in this car as well as a sub 2 6B9s what I bought, and I'm thinking about putting 2 speakers at the front with some tweeters as well, but I've got to think where I'm going to put them. So at the moment I haven't thought about that. I have thought about this side bit here, that bit there. I have thought about cutting. Means more work, but you know, this car's I'm creating myself more work, to be honest. Getting the speakers, cutting the round circle out, and then building a box sticking out so far so the wing can go over the top. It's hidden and it's all sealed from the elements. Thinking about that idea, or putting it where the stereo's got to come out and then putting them here, but I don't know. I don't think I'm kicking my door now. I don't think we have room, and there's not much room in these cars, is there, for putting speakers in them and stuff. Well, to what I want to do, but it'd be pretty cool. I still haven't done my battery tray yet. I'm just concentrating on these doors because I thought these were going to be a bit of a bug, and they are, but we're getting there. That's all welded up. That one's welded up. It's looking better. They're in soak. I've got to do all the window winder mechanisms, soak them as well in petrol, clean them all up best we can, and use what we've got, because I'm not buying all brand new ones of them either. because I think they're in full working order, so what's the point? This is me other dashboard, not the one out my car. This was one what I bought about 5-6 months ago for my car for do up to put in, but I'm thinking the badge goes there on this. I'm thinking I might move the badge and put it over here. I'm thinking because these are recessed in for the clocks. I like that idea, I do, but I haven't got any tools to do that. So what I'm thinking about doing is I bought another dash exactly the same with the square switches. I've got the square switches on mine. The choke one goes there. I don't know what goes there now. I can't remember. The heater one, and then it's the windscreen washer pump. But it's a little pump what you pump. I'm going to change probably that to a switch and have electric pump instead on it. But what I'm thinking about doing is cutting this up here all the way along, taking that section out and putting these clocks, putting one there, weld it in, one here, weld it in, one here, weld it in, and one here, weld it in, and then smooth it all over. And then these bits, either cut them out here myself or weld them in and have the switches here instead. I'm going to leave that one there because I'm wiring up hazard warning lights on my car. This dashboard here wants welding. It's got 2 holes, someone's drilled 2 holes there, so I need to weld them up. It needs a bit of rust treatment, this dash. It is a little bit pitted, so I'm just going to have to rust treat it the best we can. And at the back as well, I have cleaned this up the best I could once, but I'm going to have to just use rust treatment on it, rust treat it all. Yeah, so that's my idea, to be honest. And I have 4 gauges in this over here, but then I have got another gauge, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a good think about it, to be honest with you, because I've got this one here should be your water and your oil pressure all in one. But that gauge for a new one, because mine's playing up, I think the oil pressure one looks like it's sticking, whatever. For one of them, it's stupid money a new one is. So I've gone for the oil pressure and the water temp separate, 2 gauges. What I'm going to wire up myself. So what we're going to have to do, that's why I'm going to have to put more things, because then if I put them 2 in there, I haven't got a petrol one, have I then it means putting one down here, and I won't put my stereo here out the road. So that's why I'm thinking about doing that. So I've got an oil one, I've got a water temp, I've got a fuel one, I've got a voltmeter for the voltage so I know if my battery charging, but I have got a vacuum gauge. I don't know about putting that in or not for the vacuum. I don't know. I haven't got a clue about putting it on. I suppose you wouldn't know if the vacuum's dropped, if you get a hair leak. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. But if I do that idea, I'm going to have to probably drill new holes here and here for the indicators and put the gauge in there for like the vacuum. But I don't know about that. I'm iffing on about putting the vacuum one in, to be honest, and just having the 4 gauges here, putting switches down here and putting the badge over here to still have the MG, because I like the MG badge what goes here, but thinking about putting it there instead on that bit. And then the stereo unit I'm going to make myself out of metal and bring that down off here. Yeah, so it's my idea. I've not really tried it in the car, this. Oh, that's my door again. You put dents in that on. Oh, let me just try put this in the best we can. I don't know. And it's not going very well. I'll put you down for a bit. Oh, it goes in something like that. It's a bit crooked, I'm afraid. I can't get it fully in. Gonna have to have a look at that, be honest, why it won't go fully in, but Yeah, it goes something like that, doesn't it? Then it gets screwed. It needs to go higher than that. I don't know why it won't go in fully, but we'll find it, figure it out. But yeah, it goes in something like that then, and it goes in a lot more than that. I think it's that there, and he's bending a bit. And I've done my body work. Let's try it now. There we go. Bit better. I think something like that, doesn't it? It goes like that, something like that anyway. Does it go back a bit more? Can't remember. Can't see where the bolt holes are on them. Oh, it's forward a bit more, that is. Happy days. Now wherever that goes, I don't know, something like that, isn't it? It goes. Something like that. It goes. So yeah, I'm quite surprised how much more room I've got, really. Wish this stopped up a bit better. Something like that. We just stand back a bit close, aren't I? It's a bit awkward in this, guys. I'm getting a mess again. Typical me. Something like that, doesn't it? It goes. Now what I'm thinking, like I said, where them 2 gauges are, we'll put 4 in. What, 4 in? I've got wheels in here, that's the trouble as well. I'll keep this dashboard here anyway, for temporarily. Cause I think my other one's coming Monday, so I'm thinking about having 4 gauges, switches here. That's my plan. And then I think that'll look quite nice when that's done. And then having that badge probably there, but it's not very flat now, is it? It curves down more, unless it needs to be. I don't know, I need to have a look where the overall is for bolt it to the underneath here, isn't it? But it goes something like that anyway, and then got me hazard warning light on that side as well. I wanted one of them, so when I break down, hope not. And then thinking about building something coming off this, then putting my stereo in. Should be enough room then, put a stereo in here. I'm gonna have to have a look at that. That's a lot of work, I'm gonna admit, but don't mind a bit of work. But that dashboard, now it's all been clean, because that was like really, the paint like goes all flaky and rusty, don't they? So, and I don't want it like that at all. So what I want to do is have it so it looks like it's a carbon fibre dash. But that's very nice, that is. I like that idea. I'm going to see where I can put that badge, really. It could go on that side a bit higher. But yeah, tell you what, it looks better with the dashboard in. Yeah, we've got a lot more work yet to be done on this car. It's getting dusty again, this car is. I should have really covered it, but hey ho, just gonna have to wipe it all down again. But yeah, that's my idea anyway. If we can get them cut and get them welded in and flatten it all back, and bit of body filler on it and skim it over, make it look dead nice. That's my idea. And I'll say I'll have a hazard switch. I'm gonna have, I don't know if I need 3 switches on this side, because one's for your lights for your instruments, innit? I'm not gonna have that. I'm gonna wire it on just the main switch for the headlights, so when you flick them on, they come on like modern car, like, well, some modern cars do, don't they? You don't want your dash lights on a separate switch. I think that's daft, I do personally. Unless I'm gonna have to do, because I've got 3 switches there. Unless I do away with, unless I buy a square switch for the washer jets, one what you press and it got my electric motor put into. I'm going to buy an electric motor one instead of having it on a pump, so I can do away with that one hole and weld that up, and then I'll just have the choke, the heater one, and then I'll have one for the jets then, for the window screen washers. But I don't know if I have a square one or a round, just a toggle switch. Yeah, I'm going to have to think on this because I don't know how to do that. But yeah, it looks quite nice, that does, having the dash just rested in there. I'm going to have to think on this because I just don't know. I want to do it a bit different, that dash. I was going to leave it like that and paint it and hydro dip it, carbon fibre and spray it, lacquer it, and then polish it, and then put my gauges in, then have a couple of gauges at the bottom then. But I'm thinking when you're driving and sitting in it, would it be nice to have the gauges excuse me, losing my voice, have the gauges there so you can see them, so it's like high level type of thing. I think that makes a little bit more sense, to be honest. The stereo, yeah, I can have lower because and I probably could have that tilted as well, to be honest. Instead of making this bit flat coming down, make it so it goes up on a skew, like go on the skew like that. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think on this because I need to build all that as well in metal and build this here, but I don't know how to do that. If I build this in here, if I build this like going down here, I'm gonna have to make it sure I can move this panel so I can get to this and this bolt here as well, so I can get the gearbox filled and the gearbox out if I need it out. Yeah, a lot to think about, innit? When you're modifying cars a bit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Having these, I like them being inset in, so I'm thinking about like moving this one over here, this one over here, and then putting another two, adding two more from another dash what I bought, weld them in and have them all nice and level going across, and then having these switches down here, click click click, you know, and do away with that there, and then I can measure up for the four switches, because I need one for the windscreen pump. Let's put the original one back in, but you just press a button, it squirts water up. So am I going to really use it that much? I don't know. I probably will use it, won't I? But it's not one of them things where I'm going to really need it, because it's only going to be a summer car anyway. But then you get flies, don't you, and stuff. So yeah, can't think on this. A lot to think about when you're doing cars and modifying them, how I'm doing. I suppose everybody else, some people have done it out there, modified the dash like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a really good think about it. That's my idea. Yeah, I have to wait for my other dash to come. Apparently it's coming Monday because I bought it off eBay. That should be coming Monday. That should, so hopefully once that gets here we can have a good look at what we're going to do and how we're going to move stuff around and how it's going to look, and start cutting them up, and hope I don't bodge it. You're going to make you ruining two dashes then, aren't you? Then I'm going to have to go back to my original dash what I've got and clean all that up. So yeah, I'm going to have a really good think about this. I always think the steering wheel's coming out on the side of it on this. And like where the indicator holes are. It doesn't look. I know where the offset the clocks are as well, aren't they? Right, I'll have to have a good look at this. It's nice, I like it. Like I said, I think unless I move that hazard one on that side, blank it up, and have 4 on this side here, cover up that hole, and then I can have, see if I can buy one for the windscreen washer. If not, I can put just a way switch in for the lights for the dash and just do it that way. Put a switch in for that because my switch is broke, so I can't use that. You get one for your window wipers, haven't you? You one for your headlights, and then I'm having one for me hazard. So I could put 4 there to go with the gauges. Blank that one there off in the corner. Yeah, I think I might do that, be honest. And then if I can get a nice switch, have the electric thing. If I can't, put the original pump back on with the windscreen washers. Because like I say, do you really use it? Who knows? But I'm going to have to make all these decisions before I start doing all my wiring loom for it. Because if I do wire it up, and I wire it up for the windscreen washers, I need to put the wiring in for that. And if I don't do it, then I'm going to have just a pump in then, and then you've got no wiring then for it, have you? Still got to do a bit of connecting from the thing, take this lot out. See if we can concentrate getting these doors finished off. We won't really get these doors done, I think. And get them fully prepped and finished, so I can literally say they are done now up the road. And at least then they can go back on the car, get checked for alignment and check for the door gaps. I think the driver's side, I don't like the door gap on that side. It seems a bit close on here, so I think I might have to cut the panel and knock it back a bit and get the door gap in a bit more on that side, make it look nice. But I just don't understand it, because I measured from there to there, and it's the same on that side as well, so I don't know. I'm going to have a good look at it. I've got a bit of welding to do on these as well, both sides. See if we might get that done at the weekend. So at least then that's done. And then once these doors are done, put them back on the car, I'm done up to here with welding then. I've just got to finish off seam welding me gap up here, because I don't want no moisture getting in. Same again, I've got to finish off that side, and I think I might seam weld underneath there all the way along to the very end. So at least then that's all done. Might have to get another gas bottle for me MIG welder, I reckon. So then that's all done. Do the same again on that side, that's done, and I'm done up to here then. Fully welded and fully done. And then we can get on to lovely all this. And then we can start bare metaling again then, and getting it all into oxy primer, the floor pans. And start concentrating on getting it finished off. And then we'll start stripping all these down then. Suspension on the front, getting all the powder coating done. Yeah, this is starting to move on a bit. At least I'm looking at modifying stuff a bit as well, and like getting the dashboard all prepped ready. Because if I can get all the welding done on the dash next week as well, get it all ground down, filled and everything, I can get that in oxy primer as well and get it sealed. And then I can think about hydro dipping it probably next month and getting it into getting it painted and getting it hydro dipped and then lacquered then. But I will show you doing that. I'm gonna have to make a tub up to fit that in, and then we'll do a bit of hydro dipping in carbon fibre. I think it looked quite a racy thing if I do it in carbon fibre. But yeah, these doors are looking champion, I think. Like I said, I've just got to rust treat it all. So I think tomorrow we'll finish off this, stripping this, and I think we'll get the rust treatment on it and that should hopefully, that one should be done, and then hopefully get the same done on that. Finish the rust treatment probably, it's Friday tomorrow, so that means Saturday get the rust treatment on that and that. Sunday I might think about getting an oxy primer. That'd be pretty cool if I can get the oxy primer on then, all them 4. Get the oxy primer on all them 4 done. And then you can go back on the car, check for alignments and get door gaps. Sort that door gap on that side, I think that needs sorting out. And then we can start then concentrating on other stuff like the dashboard. Start getting all that prepped and ready, treated, and like I said, get them gauges in, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do that mod. Just going to have to take my time when doing it, measure up and get it perfect. And do that mod. I think it's going to turn out pretty cool if I weld it dead slow and let it cool down and weld, let it cool down well. It shouldn't distort the same. And then I can just panel beat it a bit, skim a filler, done. On that, and then all this is going to have to be done in it. I still haven't ordered my bits for this yet. My chassis front legs and all this, I still haven't ordered them yet. Might get them on order this weekend. Because I didn't order them because I thought I want to get them doors done. And I thought I've got enough work on with them doors. So I never really bothered in ordering them because I thought, well, I can do them down the road. I can do them in another time, so I thought, well, I'll get these doors done. That's a lot of work what I've done there, getting all that. The driver's one was really, that's this one. This one here was totally gone. I've had to rebuild all that. I've had to rebuild all that up to, I think it's there, because I had to do all this. I've had to rebuild all that, put all the bottom in it. What else did I have to do? I had to rebuild all this up here. So yeah, it's been all the way up to the top to there. It's been a pain, this has. A bit more neatening up, a bit more grinding. Needs grinding bend down a bit more there. But yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Get it all prepped. Like I say, these are like quite, I've cleaned this down, but it's quite nasty. It's got British Racing Green on it, that is, so that's coming off. I've got to try and get it down to the bare metal. Like I said, they really want stripping or sandblasting outside, but I haven't got a big sandblaster, so just got to do the best we can with what we've got. So that means try and get most of the paint off what we can, like I've done here. Getting it down to the metal and treating the rust. There's not much rust on them. Like I said, these were all quite nice. Just got to look where it's like that, needs grinding down, needs rust treating. Bit of rust treatment around here, around the edges. And then, especially on this one, it needs rust treating all around here. So yeah, around the hinges and stuff.